Hey everybody, Epicurean Expedition is here and I am back, and today we're going to have some fun in the kitchen, going on a little bit of a flavor experience with something that's really a simple concept that we're going to take and just play with a little bit, because why not? It's all about the flavor experience and bringing everybody together over amazing flavors of home cooked food, so let's have some fun. Let's hop on down and get on started. Okay guys, we are making something that generally is a very simple dish, but we're going to have fun with it today and bring it up a few notches with some flavor explosion. I'm going to make a cheese quesadilla, but not just any cheese quesadilla. We're going to go have fun today with the types of cheeses we're using. So, in my nonstick pan, I got a medium heat going. I've got my first tortilla in here. And I kind of want to just move it around. Once it starts moving nice and smooth, then we know we got a good heat on it. We're going to start adding our cheese. I'm going to start with a little bit of cheddar cheese. Why? Because it's traditional. Well, no, it's not really traditional, but let's face it, it's a good cheese. And this is all about flavor. And cheddar, especially sharp cheddar, has that nice tang to it, which kind of gets through everything. So we don't want to cover it, but we want a nice little layer of cheese on there. Now, we're going to kick that up a notch by adding that wonderful earthiness of feta cheese. Now, if you don't like feta cheese, find another cheese. This is any cheeses you like. This is just what I happen to like. So I'm going to get some feta in there to add that nice earthy nuttiness to it. It's going to give us a nice blend of flavors here. And I'm going to top that off with a little bit more different type of sharpness and tang. I have some shaved Parmesan cheese here. Now, usually you see Parmesan in the shaker, but you can also get it shaved. And I'll tell you, Parmesan has a really nice bite to it, for lack of a better way of describing the flavor off the top of my head. It does have that tang. It matches real nice with the earthiness of the feta and the sharpness of the cheddar. It makes a really good combination. Okay, we're going to let that sit for a minute and start to melt down, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, as you can see, I'm starting a nice little bit of meltiness on here. Now, I'm still running this on a medium heat. You do not have to high flame this by any stretch of the imagination. What I do is I take my other tortilla shell, put it on there, and just use that to move it around, just move it a little bit. And like you can see, it just spins nice in that non-stick. That's how you know you got your right heat level. And we're going to let that go for a couple more minutes, get a little more meltiness going on. Then we're going to flip it over. We'll be right back for that. Okay, it's time to flip this over. Now, my tortilla shells are starting to stick together with the melted cheese. I'm starting to feel the heat through the top shell. We just flip it over. You see, you got a nice little bit of browning on there, but it's not like burnt. So if you like it burnt, let it go a little bit longer. Personally, I don't really care for them burnt, and if you don't have Teflon fingers like I do, and I say that in all jokingness, if you don't tolerate the heat, use a spatula. No big deal. You can do it with a spatula. See, I can make it spin with a spatula too. But keeping it moving, I think it's one of the essential things I found to keep it from getting burned. So we're going to let this side finish. We'll be back with the finished product. Okay, our cheese is melted. We're going to move the camera back a little bit. There we go. Just pop that right out here onto my cutting board. Turn my stove off. Knife. I'm going to cut it in half. The nice thing about this, it takes less than 15 minutes to do. You want a quick snack for you, the kids, your significant other. Ooh, that cheese is oozy. That is a beautiful thing. Rotate my cutting board around. And bam, we have just made a flavor explosion cheese quesadilla. Let me plate it up and we'll be right back. Okay guys, here we have our flavor explosion cheese quesadilla. Oh yeah. It takes it to a whole different level. You can serve this with whatever sides you like. Sour cream, salsa, pico de gallo, whatever you want to put with it. It's honestly good enough. I eat it just by itself. It's a great little snack. Tasty and it's fun. But let's wrap this up with, you can do this. This is why I make these videos. I want everybody to see that everyone is capable of making something at home. Why is that important? Because sometimes it just is nice to sit down to something that we made at home with our friends, our family, Heck, once in a while, a stranger. You never know who might be your new friend you haven't met yet. But over food we made ourselves, it takes it to a different level. It gives it more meaning, makes it more special. That's why I love to see when people cook their own food. I'm not against restaurants. We've all seen my restaurant reviews. I love restaurants. I do. There's times I don't want to be in the kitchen. I admit that. But I also think it's important to know that we can make food ourselves. So on that note, I can talk today. Food is life. Life is good. Let's eat some more. Make yourself some good food. Sit down with your friends, your family, friends you haven't met yet, and have a good time. Make good memories, and let's break bread together. I love y'all, and I'll catch you next time. Until then, make your good food.